All right, so the objective today is I can solve one-step inequalities by multiplying or dividing. So when we do our notes, that's what we're going to be doing. You're going to learn how to multiply and divide. So that's what's on your packet that says PA Day 31. Not real sure. I know it's, solving one-step inequalities by multiplying and dividing non-negatives. And it's not even a packet. It's only 18 problems. Oh, no, it is a packet. How many problems is it? 23? 28. Okay. So we're going to go over some of those, but that's what we're going to learn how to do today. Yesterday's objective was learning how to add and subtract. So that's what we're going to go over on the exit ticket. So let's look at the exit ticket. Number 1. Okay. X plus parentheses -5 is less than or equal to -18. This is a plus a negative, which I can rewrite as x minus 5 is less than or equal to -18. Get rid of the 5 by adding it. X is less than or equal to -13. It's a closed circle because of the line. So I go to -13. I draw a closed circle. And since I have variable, symbol, number, right? Left should always be your variable. Symbol should always be in the middle, obviously. And the number should always be on the right. So we can follow the direction it goes, and that's your answer. So this is worth 2 points. 1 for this being at the right place and closed, and the other is for going the right direction. Yeah. All right. Here on number 2, I have n minus 4 is greater than -17. Get rid of the 4. Get rid of the 4. N is greater than -13. And I have an open circle because it is no underline. And then because I have variable, symbol, number, I can follow my arrow. My arrow says I'm going to the right. It's greater than. So I can go that way. So make sure you have that. Once again, this is worth 1 point. This is worth 1 point. Like making sure it's going the right direction. So each one of these is going to be worth 2 points. Number 3. 16 minus k is less than or equal to 32. Yesterday we learned if it's got a negative k, the first thing we should do, or a negative any variable, is move that. We do not want a negative variable. Okay? So 16 is less than or equal to, so this is cancels. I can't combine 32 and k. This is not 32k. Okay? That's not 32k. It is 32 plus k. Every day. When you add, you cannot combine unless they are like terms. Then I need to subtract my 32. Subtract my 32. And I get -16 is less than or equal to k. I cannot graph that way because I need to have this variable on the left. So I need to rearrange it. So I have k and -16. I have less than or equal to here. So I'm going to have greater than or equal to here, right? When we change the order, we change the order of everything. So I have a closed circle at -16. And I have rearranged it so I can go that direction, so I can follow it. So that's what you should have for 3. 1 point for this, 1 point for this. Number 4, -1 is greater than a plus parentheses -3. This is similar to which one? Number 1. Okay, I have a -3. That is really the same as -1 is greater than a minus 3, right? So then to get rid of a minus, I just add it. So I have 2 is greater than A. But I can't graph that. I have to rearrange. When I rearrange, I change the order of everything. A, instead of greater than, it becomes less than. I just flipped it. And then 2. It is an open circle because there's no line. And I can follow my arrow now that I rearranged. So once again, this is worth 1 point. This is worth 1 point. All right, so top of your paper, minus however many you missed, and then put equals whatever your score is. For example, if you missed 2, you're going to put minus 2 equals 6 out of 8 and circle it at the top of your paper. Okay, we're almost a quarter. We should know when or how to do this. Group leaders, please turn in for your group. And everybody should have turned their work in yesterday, I believe. All right, let's get set back down. We're going to go over the notes and practice problems from today. Okay? So if you look at, I still have a couple more sitting down. Number 1 on here says 11p is greater than or equal to negative 143. So yesterday when we were doing adding and subtracting, the first thing we asked ourselves was, what would I do if this was an equals? I know it's not an equals, but what would I do if it was an equals? This right here, what does this mean? Multiply 11 times p greater than or equal to negative 143. So what's the inverse of multiply? Division. Divide by 11, divide by 11. Cancels out. So I have p is greater than or equal to negative, do it on your calculator. Do it on your calculator. Everybody should do it. Negative 13. Okay? It is in an order I can graph it because I have variable, symbol, number. So is it open circle or closed circle? Closed. And am I going left or right? Right. Okay? That's number 1. Very similar to what we did yesterday. It's just now we're talking multiply. But number 2, every time people see these, they freak out. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what that line means. So if you don't know what that line means, it just means divide. A divided by 13 is less than 5. Okay, then it becomes really simple to get rid of the 13. What's the inverse of division? Multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 13. A, this is gone because division and multiplication cancel each other out, is less than, what number? Everybody should be doing it on their calculator. I don't like that A. We're going to make this a capital A. A is less than 65. Can I graph it that way? Yep, because I have variable, symbol, number. So it's going to be an open circle to the left. Left, right. The board says right so that you can see which direction right is all the time. So number 3, same thing. N over 17 less than or equal to 4. I'm going to leave it with the division bar instead of the actual symbol. How do I get rid of division? Is multiplication every time. This is not 17n. It is n. Is less than or equal to 68. Why not 4? Yep. These two things have to go together. So can I graph in that order? Yes, because it is variable, symbol, number. It is a closed circle. And I'm going to the left. I think so. Number 4, 4k less than or equal to negative 44. This is multiplication. So how do I get rid of multiplication? Divide. So now I'm the one making the bar, right? K is less than or equal to negative 11. Can I graph that way? Yes. Okay, closed circle, going to the left. Okay, I'm doing, now look at number 13. Everyone go to number 13. I know you guys are getting this, but people freak out when they see ones just like this. So we're going to do one together. People freak out because, nope, not cross multiply. Good guess though. So this really means x divided by 14 is greater than or equal to 19 divided by 14. Correct. Is that true or false? True. Okay, that's true. So if I, no, it's not distributing. How do I get rid of a divide by 14? Multiply. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. X, this cancels. You guys know that, right? You know that would be gone. On your calculator, I want everybody to do 19 divided by 14 times 14. Everyone should be doing it. Everyone should have a calculator out. Okay? It is 19 because division times multiplication gets rid of it over here too. Okay? Do not tell me this is x is greater than or equal to whatever 19 times 14 is. Okay? And every time I have people do that. If you do not know how to do it, do all the steps. 19 divided by 14 times 14. Okay? And it will give you the right answer every time. Write the steps. I realize this is super easy mental math, but if we don't start writing the steps, you will make errors. So I can graph this way because I have variable, symbol, number. It's a closed circle, and I can follow the direction of my arrow, right? I can follow the direction of my arrow. Look at number 18. Okay, n divided by 18 greater than negative 1 divided by 9. How do I get rid of a divided by 18? Multiply by 18. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So get your calculators out. Do negative 1 divided by 9 times 18. Do negative 1 divided by 9 times 18. Should not get a decimal. Should be negative 2. No decimal. So is this in an order I can graph it? Yeah, we've got that down pat, right? Open circle, you go right. That's right. Okay. Is that good, or do we need to do some more? Do number 11. Okay, hold on. All right, so I've got people wanting to do number 11. Oh, that's not working.